What's up, book fam? I am super excited to be here on this beautiful Aloha Monday. I hope it's beautiful because Washington has been so rainy. We literally are in the midst of a storm. It is wet and cold and I'm just, okay? But today we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. Today I am going to be participating in the NEWBIE Booktuber Tag. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. But before we get started with that, I just needed to get something off of my chest. Yes, my hair is in braids. Yes, I put lace ribbons in them because you guys, And with an E on Netflix ended after season 3 and I'm not ready. I was not ready, okay? I am so sad. I binge watched that show over the past week, okay? And how dare they just break my heart like that? How dare they just break my heart like that? I'm not ready. I need there to be a season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Possibly, I don't know, 9 and 10. You can't just cut it off like that, Netflix. How dare you? How dare you? I wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. Anyway, but because I miss Anne with an E so much, I went ahead and I am going to pay tribute by my braids and my laces. So say what you want, think what you want, don't put it in the comments, keep it to yourself. But I am here for Miss Anne with an E of Green Gables. Okay, so today's tag is the NEWBIE Booktuber tag, and yes, my phone will be in this video again today. And today we have 11 questions, so I'm gonna try to make this video short and sweet, but it's just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better and for you guys to I don't know, talk with me. Let's chit chat. Let's get to know each other. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Okay, so the first question is going to be, why did you start this channel? I started this channel, okay, we'll take it back a little bit. I've been wanting to do a YouTube for a hot minute, over a year. You know, I had some very supportive, very sweet friends that are you need to do this, you should do this. And I, for whatever reason, could not kick that phobia away of nobody's gonna listen to you. Nobody's gonna listen. They're not gonna watch your stuff. You have nothing to say. I was very mean to myself. I'm my own worst critic. I really am. So I needed to shut her up real quick. And yeah, this channel came to fruition. I swear, you guys, I can talk. Fruition. Y'all know what I mean. This channel came to light, okay, because I wanted to create a space here on Booktube that showcased a family of readers. For those of you that are new to this channel, hi, I'm Shantae. I am a second-year homeschooling mama to 4 amazing kiddos. And when I say we are a family of readers, I mean that reading is the heartbeat of our homeschool. Books surround my children, myself. They're everywhere in our house. Literally, I live in a little library, okay? And it's the best thing ever. But I wanted to create a space that showcased that brought together kiddos of all ages and their parents or their, the adults that are in their life wanting to make sure that they're making an impact in a positive way. And you guys, reading together is one of the best things that you can do for your little ones, whether they're yours, whether they're your nieces, your nephews, whatever. The gift of a book, it goes a long way. So for me, it was bringing together our adult imaginations and that of a child and mending them. That's the whole purpose of our logo. You'll see that on the very tippity top of our shelf, it has kind of all the boring, adulting books and whatnot. You got a dead plant up there. And then on the bottom, you have all these bright, vibrant books that just pull in children's attentions. You got the plushie at the bottom. Who's a pineapple, by the way? Because it's a pineapple plushie. But yeah, so you get those 2 shelves, and in the middle is where they mend, because I fully believe that for whatever reason, we are taught that after you reach a certain age, no more kid shit. Like, you need to not have that imagination. You need to just, no, I'm 32 years old and I have pigtails and lace ribbons in them, and ain't none of y'all gonna tell me nothing. Sorry, that was my gangster. That was my gangster that came out. Sorry about that. But seriously, why? Why do our imaginations have to, you know, be put away after a certain age? They don't. And that's the beauty of it, because when your children see that you have an active imagination and you can get on their level, it really just brings it all together for them. And then they see that that's a positive influence in it. It allows them to be creative. It allows them to be who they are. It allows them to go pick up a book and go on an adventure. So I could literally go on and on about this, and a lot of it has to do with a bunch of the books that I read prior to taking homeschool on full time. But I wanted to create a space here on Booktube, on YouTube, that showcased our family of book lovers, and also a space that encourages you to read together as much as you can. Read for yourself, encourage your kiddos to read, or your little human that's in your life, and yeah, just give that gift to them. Give that gift to yourself and to them. I hope these questions are answered correctly. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm a hot mess. I am a hot mess. But I also feel like I'm a good time. I feel like I'm genuine as I can be. You know, like, I wear my feelings and my emotions on my face, not on my sleeve. I wear them on my face, and I just love to make connections with people. I love getting to know other book lovers, other mamas, especially. Like, mamas have my heart. Giving them encouragement, showing them that it's okay to do these things, you know, like, who said you can't do X, Y, or Z? Like, no one is allowed to do that. So I just love making connections, and I'm hoping that me being me and you guys getting to see a glimpse of our family and what we're about, it will, I don't know, create these relationships, not just for myself as the mama bear, as the adult, to have a connection with other book lovers, but for my kiddos too. Like, I cannot wait to start pushing out more content with them, so you guys can get to see their crazy little minds in action, and who they are as a person, as an individual, and what type of books they love. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that adventure. So yeah, I just think that I don't know, I think that our hot mess is unique. Question number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Oh, maybe that was in question number 2, you guys. Yeah, it's connection. It's definitely connection. That's what I'm most excited about. I have amazing friends that do love to read. However, it's something totally different when you like geek out about a book and you're explaining it to them and they haven't read it yet, so they don't know your excitement, and reading may not be their thing, and that's totally okay. But I'm excited to find my little book dragon gang of amazing people that have read these books, or are wanting to read those books, or would like to talk about those books. Like, it's a whole vibe that I'm looking for. And I'm excited to see it unravel here, or unfold. Am I using that right? Yeah. Why do you love reading? I love reading simply because I wish I did it more as a child. As a child, I always loved the aesthetic of books. I liked, buying books. But did I ever read them? No, I didn't. I totally lied. I don't know if you guys ever had to do this, but like, we had a reading log for elementary, and like, you had to write down a book that you read each day and how long it took you, and then you needed to have your parents' signature on it. Okay, so I would fill it out. I wouldn't actually read it, and then I would forge my grandma's signature. Am I gonna get in trouble for that? I would just forge her initials. I mean, eventually she caught me, right? And I got in big trouble for it because she's like, did you read this? I didn't sign this. And I was like, I know, I signed it. But yeah, I wanted to be a strong reader. I really, truly did. But I just didn't have, the influence to read. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like had I had more people, and not to say that they didn't, because we totally had books, but I think that one-on-one time, that connection, to make sure that like I was, you know, to make it magical. That's what it was. I was a very creative, I had a very active imagination as a kid, which is why I was okay being the only child up until I was like, I don't know, 7. But yeah, I really wanted that as a child, and so now that I am a mama of 4, it's something that I take pride in, you know, having my kids love reading as much as they do. And for me, when I saw that I was going to be making that a huge focus of our homeschool, it was almost like I had a realization, like, how can you can't walk the walk if you can't talk the talk. So I started picking up books more, and I started figuring out what type of books I love to read, and just with my kids seeing me reading more, and not just our read alouds or reading to them, but me taking the time out of the day to be like, hey, mom wants 30 minutes so I can go ahead and read, or oh my god, this audiobook is so funny, whatever it may be. They took notice to that, and that in turn made them want to read more. I hope that makes sense. Okay. What book or series got you into reading? Okay, so prior to me really taking like reading seriously, like different genres, and figuring out what things I liked and what things I didn't, I read a lot of self-help books because I have a entrepreneurial mindset, hence the YouTube channel, and I also am a book boss with Usborne Books and More, and prior to that I had my planner business. Like, I have that mindset. So self-help books, time management, like anything to give me encouragement. Self-help books with homeschooling as well, and learning like how my child's brain is working. But I would say the first series that really got me into reading within the last 3 years was Harry Potter. I'm looking at it right now. Was my Harry Potter series, because we went through a Christmas phase that Harry Potter was like life. Like, we binge watched all the movies, and Harry Potter just has my heart. Luna Lovegood is my idol. I love her so freaking much. But Harry Potter was the series that really like sparked my interest into reading again. It also sparked my interest into middle grade. Like, don't sleep on middle grade, you guys. Middle grade has some of the most beautifully illustrated, and their writing is it's amazing. Like, it's so magical. It's so magical. And yeah, don't sleep on middle grade. I highly recommend you picking up a middle grade book and reading it right now. Okay, the next question is going to be, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Can we be friends? Is that weird? Like, is that weird? Like, if I could just meet Lexi and Darling Desi, and if they were to be like, oh my god, Shantae, like, you're cool, can we be friends? I'd be like, hell yes. Hell to the yes. That's what I would ask my favorite booktuber. And then we can get more intimate and ask about, like, you know, talking about books and whatnot. But I just want to be your guys' friends. Okay. Next question. That was kind of weird. Sorry. Next question is going to be, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think the hardest challenge is going to be, like, I'm such a worrywart. Like, I am such a worrywart. So putting myself out there, putting out my videos, and me being brand new, you know, not knowing whether or not people are actually gonna like my stuff or not, that's probably my biggest, like, hurdle that I'll have to overcome, because I am totally, listen, I'm gonna stop my feet real quick. Okay, I am okay with us having a difference in opinion. I am okay when people want to recommend something, they're like, no, that book was trash, go ahead and read that. I'm so fine with that. But what I am not fine with is people being mean for no reason. Don't be mean. Stop being mean. Like, if you don't like my video, skip it. I cannot stand when people are negative, or like leave a negative comment on someone's hard work. Like, it's your opinion and that's okay, but just don't be mean about it, okay? Okay, keyboard warrior? Yeah, that's probably the hardest thing, is like people not maybe not liking my stuff and being super vocal about it. Just don't. Just don't. Okay. That's my children. Yeah. When did you start reading? I started taking reading seriously, I would say within the last 8 months to a year. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like when we went into our second year of homeschooling, I was like, no. I need to read more. It's something that makes me happy. It fills my cup. I absolutely love it. I'm going to make more time for it. So I would say, yeah, within the last year, I've really picked up, and my love for reading has just escalated. It's escalated, and it has also become a hobby that's turned into another hobby, which is book buying. That's a whole other hobby, okay? Next question, where do you read? Everywhere. I read everywhere. I guess my favorite places, this would be considered everywhere though. So most of the time I will do my reading on the couch early morning. Like I'll wake up, I'll try to do my workout when I'm being good, but I haven't been good. I'll try to do my workout, and then I'll sit down and I'll try to read for about an hour before my kids get up, before we start, you know, our morning routine and jump into homeschool. But really, I love reading 2 times out of the day. Early morning with a fresh cup of coffee, with my blanket, my cozy socks, whatever it may be, like in quiet. I love reading in the quiet with my windows open where I can see our backyard and it's beautiful, and the lighting, like it could be gloomy, it could be sunny, I don't care. I just like to see outside. That's like my first one. And then the second favorite place I love reading would be in my bathtub. In my bathtub, I just got the coolest like bathtub table thing. I don't know what you guys would call it. Table thing that you can like sprawl out. You can put your little wine glass inside. It's got the little things for your trinkets and whatever. And it has a thing over there for you to put like your iPad if you're doing like a ebook or whatever. But yeah, I just love lighting candles. I love filling the tub with some Epsom salt and putting on some like music for ambiance and just reading in the candlelight. Like there's no, I wish our tub was bigger. I do wish our tub was bigger, and it's ever since I started doing that, which has only been within the last couple of months, it just makes me so happy to be in that space in the warm water with like the aroma. It's a whole fucking vibe, you guys. I'm sorry, it's a whole vibe. Like I absolutely love it. But honestly, I read everywhere. When we go on an adventure outdoors, if I have time to sit down and I know that we'll be like chilling, I'll bring my book. I bring my book with me to coffee shops because y'all already know it's a coffee shop. How you not gonna have a book? Coffee shop, Barnes and Noble, a library. Like I love reading everywhere. And even in my car, when I'm by myself and I'm doing my errands or whatever it may be, if I'm in the car, I'll pop open an audiobook and just listen to it. So I just love reading everywhere. Okay, next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? Ooh, I am just now starting to figure out like my rhythm in book, or my whatever my vibe is. I love self-help books. Self-help books are the things that got me started into reading more, but really I think I'm starting to, okay, so I am in this like mystery, that was a long pause, like mystery murder, but not like an intense murder, you know? Like the books that I've recently finished that I absolutely adore are The Girls I've Been, Arsenic and Adobo, and Dial A for Aunties. I'm looking at them. I'm pretty sure I've done this in like every single video. Those 3 are awesome. They are fast-paced reads. They are like action-packed. And the Arsenic and Adobo and Dial A for Aunties, I love the fact that they have like a cultural background to it that really displays like how other cultures are and how families work and whatnot. So I just love that they dabble into that as well. So I would say that, and classics right now, you guys. I'm obsessed. Like I really am. After Anne of Green Gables and like Anna Karenina, Emma, those are all on my like to be reads. Jane Austen's, all of her books, Jane Eyre, like I don't even know, you guys. I am fixated on classic literature right now, and I'm excited. I know I'm gonna need to like figure it out, because I know that sometimes classic literature is not easy to read, and that's why like I'll have to like read the book, have an audio, maybe watch the movies or the adaptations. I'm just gonna have to like figure out a way to make it work, because I really want to read more classic literature. And then the last question, you guys, we are here. What does your book collection look like? It is everywhere. Like, when I tell you, if you guys would like to see, oh, I almost dropped my phone, you guys. If you guys would like to see a video of our book setups all throughout our house, let me know in the comments down below. But literally, our books are everywhere. So my bookshelves right now, I have a cart that's like this, but it's like double the size behind here. And that cart has all of the books that I have no space to put anywhere right now. But it's like the books that I've thrifted, the books that I got off Goodwill, or I have some books on there that I've gotten for free from friends or from like little libraries. But those are all like the books that I want to read. There's some classic books on there too. I have another bookshelf here on the side of me to the left of me that has all of my like self-help business books. We have some historical fiction, a whole shelf of homeschooling books and books that help you learn more about like how your child's brain thinks. Then we have another one that has like my Harry Potter, my Bibles. There's no organization, I guess you can say right now. As long as they're up there and they're neat. Then the next one is going to be more homeschool books. We have some gardening books, and then the last shelf is like all of my cookbooks. There's another little shelf that's holding up one of my printers, because I have two in my office, that has like the Hunger Games, Twilight. We have the Book Wanderers or the Pages & Co. series. They're everywhere. And then outside in our homeschool room, we have some shelves on the wall. We also have a little book nook that I created that is also kind of like our Christmas tree area right now. Then we have in my girls' rooms, they each have a bookshelf just for their books. But books are everywhere in my house. So really, like that last question, what does your book collection look like? It's a Mod Podge. It's a Mod Podge of all kinds of books, and I love it. I'm here for it. Like I just love books. Yeah. All right, guys. So that is my newbie booktuber tag. That's a mouthful. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for sticking around. I know this was a long one. I need to get better at making these videos a little bit shorter. But I would love to get to know, what are your favorite books? What type of books would you like to see me do like reviews on? Do you have any book recommendations? Also, if you guys would love to stick around, I would love to have you. If you guys could go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time a video comes out, which should be every Monday and Thursday of each week. Yes, but other than that, I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday and have a great week, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys!